Hello, class. Welcome to today's writing lesson. Now, today we're preparing to begin writing our rough draft of our research. Last week, you were taking notes about different topics. Now, before we begin our rough draft for our research writing, we want to do a little practice with a new idea. And that new idea is we're going to be writing paragraphs for our research. Now, paragraphs do some important work. Paragraphs organize our writing so that it's not just a big block of writing that's hard to read. If I wrote everything down without taking any breaks or making any spaces, I wouldn't know. It's just hard for me to organize and understand what it is that I'm reading. I need to break it up, and we call those paragraphs. Now, the important thing to remember here is that paragraphs are about one topic only. Each paragraph is just about one topic, and when I want to start talking about something different, I will stop that paragraph, I'll leave a space, and begin my next paragraph about a new topic. So if my first paragraph was about the food that sloths eat, when I begin talking about the way that they look, I need to start a new paragraph because that's a new idea. Now, what we're going to do this time around is we are going to start each paragraph with something that we call a topic sentence. Now, a topic sentence tells the reader what this paragraph's going to be all about. So last week you wrote down a whole bunch of facts about a species. Now, let's say you wrote a whole bunch of facts about the food that they eat. So now you have facts about maybe how they catch their food and when they eat their food and what kinds of foods they like the most, or maybe what eats them. These are all foods about, these are all facts about that species diet. So to start off that paragraph, you're going to tell the reader that this paragraph's all about this animal's diet before you start listing those foods. A topic sentence tells the reader what this paragraph is all about. But how do we know what to write for our topic sentence? Well, we've got a strategy for that. Now, the first thing we do before we write a topic sentence is we look at our facts. So here we have a collection of facts. These are all facts about what makes us, these are all facts that somebody collected before they did their writing. And this blank space here is where we're going to write our topic sentence. So before we begin writing our paragraph, we look at the facts that we wrote down. And we read the facts to ourselves and we think, what are all of these facts about? So I'm just going to read through this briefly here, and I'm going to see what are all of these facts about. It says, some scientists think that yawning makes people feel more awake by bringing more air to the brain. Now I have more air in my brain. That would explain why people yawn when they're sleepy or bored. Now, other scientists say there isn't enough proof for that idea. They suggest a reason for why people yawn when they see or hear someone else yawn. Does that make you want to yawn? They say yawning at the same time makes people feel closer to each other. There's some proof of this idea, but it wouldn't explain why people yawn when they're alone. So I have a collection of facts here, and I have to think, what makes each of these facts similar to each other? So they are all similar. Well, let's see here. So I'm going to grab a highlighter, and this might be helpful for you as well. Maybe take a colored pencil or a highlighter, and take a look at your sentences and see if you find any words that show up in more than one of the sentences. So I see the word yawning here. I see the word yawning here. And so I know that all of these sentences are about what makes people yawn. I know that that's what this sentence is about. But can I be a little more specific than that? Is there more that I want to say about this? Well, so what about yawning? They're all about yawning, but what else what else makes these sentences similar? Well, something else I notice is that that they're talking about scientists with different ideas. So here we have some scientists that think one thing and some scientists that think another thing, and they think different things. And so I get the idea that this is probably a paragraph that tells us that scientists aren't sure why people yawn. And so we can say that this first sentence, this topic sentence, might be scientists aren't sure why people yawn. Let's think about that as a topic sentence. Scientists aren't sure why people yawn. Sometimes some scientists think that yawning makes people feel more awake, and other scientists say there isn't enough proof of that idea, and there's some proof, but it would explain, yeah. So that topic sentence kind of tells the reader, this paragraph is going to be about how scientists aren't sure why some people yawn. So you're just kind of telling people, this is what the paragraph's going to be about. It can be an opinion. Your topic sentence can be an opinion. This is kind of an opinion here. It could just be like a general outline of like, this paragraph is about the food that sloths eat. Or you might say, sloths eat many different kinds of foods. And then I list all kinds of different foods. Maybe they can only eat one kind of leaf, like a koala. And I might say, sloths have a very limited diet. And then I would list their limited diet. That topic sentence tells the reader what that paragraph is going to be about. So before we start our writing, we're going to do a little bit of practice with this IXL, identifying good topic sentences. We're going to use this strategy where we begin first by reading the paragraph, reading the facts rather, because we haven't written a paragraph yet, but we're going to begin by reading the facts and possibly highlighting common words or common ideas that tell us what this paragraph is all about. Can't wait to see your work. This is really going to help you with your work, and let me know if you have any questions. I think you'll find this is pretty fun.